folklore of the Wicked Witch and her diabolical animal familiar is well known and often repeated as a tale. When the seasons change and the nights get long, it is not uncommon to see images and symbols of a dark cloaked witch with an evil black cat or perhaps a toad at her side. This is a fantastic archetype of magic users wielding control over nature and animals, but it's a far cry from the beliefs that started it all. The concept of magical spirit creatures has resonated throughout history in creation myths, tribal traditions, and religions, but it's only relatively recently that magical animals and familiars became reimagined as evil or dangerous companions. Historically, familiars or spirits were often seen as a type of guardian angel rather than an evil demon. Most people conjure up thoughts of the witch with a cat or toad when speaking of familiars. In the days of widespread persecution of witches in Europe and North America during medieval and early modern periods, women accused of magic and witchcraft were assumed to have a familiar, most often in the form of cats, dogs, owls, mice, newts, or toads. These servants to witches were considered low-ranking demons or even fairies. Legends of the time, British and Scottish contribution to the lore, said familiars fed on the blood of the women. The witches in turn used the animals for spell casting. The familiar could shapeshift and spy on others. Many completely innocent pet lovers were persecuted for this unnatural pairing, and the blame was placed on them for any kind of bad luck, such as milk spoiling or crops withering. Because of the assumed dangerous nature of the familiars, many animals were massacred, especially cats. These killings resulted in a tragic situation. In the middle of the 14th century, Black Death was ravaging Europe. Some scholars suggest that the huge reduction in cat numbers allowed rat and rodent populations to boom, and in turn increased the amount of plague-carrying fleas and ultimately led to the near decimation of the human population. In ancient Rome, a spirit guardian was a protector of a household or a nation, or even of a simple farm, or perhaps a storehouse. Classical Greek philosopher Socrates spoke of a personal spirit, or a daemon, who guided his conscience, stopping him from making rash mistakes or foolish decisions. Many Eastern religions maintain shrines and altars dedicated to guardian spirits. Tiny, brightly painted spirit houses are built to contain these deities and are found abundantly in places like Bangkok, Thailand. Power animals are also featured prominently in Native American mythology. These helpers fall within the spirit realm and are believed to assist the shaman when called upon. Native beliefs hold that totem animals, animal symbols which reflect certain qualities or characteristics, serve as guides and guardian spirits of both the physical and spiritual world. It is believed they advise on the journeys and tasks of life. Such animals could range from the smallest of butterflies to large buffalo, deer, coyotes, rabbits, turtles, and many more. Ultimately, they were very helpful, benevolent creatures, if sometimes also mischief makers. Totem animals, or familiars, can be found in societies around the globe, including Africa, Asia, Australia, Eastern and Western Europe, and of course, much more. What about modern witches? Well, neo-pagans and those of the Wicca religion believe in the power of companion animals or familiars. Historically, as we have seen, familiars were described as low-ranking demons, but modern witches, practicing Wiccans or pagans, see them as creatures sensitive to psychic vibrations, ESP, and magic, and they're used as magical helpers. It is believed they can sense and warn of the presence of evil magic. It has yet to be proven that animals are familiars and are responsible for bad fortune, good fortune, or magical spells. However, one needs only to spend a bit of time with a four-legged companion to recognize seems to be some spark of knowing, or even smiling mischief